Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As you saw in the title of the video, today we're going to be talking about how I built this full suspension carbon 29er for under $1,500. A little background on how this got started. Pink Bike had a video where they talked about how to start your own bike company. If you haven't saw that video, I'll link it in the description below. But essentially, they talked about how when bike companies are getting started, a lot of them will buy carbon frames from companies in Malaysia and slap their own stickers and logos on them and sell them as name brand bikes. And that got me thinking. I see a lot of these carbon fiber frames on AliExpress. And I was thinking, I wonder if these frames are comparable or if they even come from the same factory as a lot of those carbon fiber bikes out of Malaysia. So first, here are some specs about the bike. It's a full suspension carbon 29er with carbon bars. It's got 130 millimeters of travel in the rear. It's got 120 millimeters of travel in the front. The drivetrain is all SRAM Eagle SX. The brakes are all Shimano hydraulic 160 millimeter disc brakes. The wheels are WTB. The tires are Maxxis. Pretty much all of the components on this bike were purchased from AliExpress.
So if you're not familiar with AliExpress, AliExpress is similar to Amazon in the United States, except it's based in China. A lot of the products that are sold on AliExpress can be cheap knockoff products that they're selling wholesale, which eventually end up on Amazon Marketplace, rebranded and resold as a name brand product. The benefit of using AliExpress is that a lot of the products that are sold on AliExpress are sold at 50%, sometimes 75% off the actual cost of the product if you buy it without any kind of logo on it. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to search for carbon bike frame. The first thing you'll notice is that there are a lot of options on AliExpress. There are carbon road bike frames, there are carbon mountain bike frames, there are carbon full suspension frames, and there's a lot to choose from. Here is the particular frame that I purchased. The manufacturer is Airwolf. It's a 29-inch full suspension carbon mountain bike frame, and the prices range anywhere between $599 to $660. One thing I do want to point out is this BXT brand. This BXT brand, you'll find a lot of these frames on eBay and Amazon under the BXT manufacturer name. But what you'll find is that on AliExpress, it's those same frames sold at even less money than what you'll find on eBay or Amazon. But let's have a look at the frame that I purchased. So here we have the frame that I purchased. This frame is an all carbon full suspension 29-inch mountain bike frame. And similar to the Pink Bike video, you can see that they will paint this frame any color you want. They'll put your own brand stickers on it, and you could sell this bike as if you manufacture and sell this frame yourself. I'm sure that this frame is sold as an actual manufactured frame for some company just before the stickers and logos are put on the bike. The closest frame that I've been able to find is the Ghost SL AMR frame, which retails anywhere between $3,000 and $4,000 depending on what tire size you want the bike in. Now, I'm not sure of that 100%. It's just the closest frame that I've been able to find. They do give a lot of specifications about the bike, the carbon fiber that they use, what the travel is, the geometry of the bike, a lot of really nice close-up photos of the frame. I went with the glossy frame. But there are just photos upon photos of specifics, everything you need to know to purchase all the other miscellaneous components for this frame in this detail. So from here, what I did was I just went through every specification they gave on this frame, and I started looking up everything that I needed to go with it. So I can see that this frame will support either a Shimano crank or a SRAM crank, and they give the specific axle diameter. They tell you what size the rear through axle is going to be, so that when you look up rims, you know what rims. It tells you the max brake size that it can take, what seat post you need to have. And I just went through every single item on the bike on AliExpress and searched for those. Now, it should be also noted that the frame comes with some things that you won't even need to purchase. It comes with the through axles that you need. It comes with all the bearings for the forks. It comes with the bottom bracket, and you just tell them when you order uh, what exactly it is you need for this frame, for what drivetrain you're going to run, what wheels you're going to run, etc. They give you all of the frame geometry, specifications on where to run the cables for the rear derailleur, the dropper post, everything.
So there it is. Essentially, I went on AliExpress, I put all the components I wanted in my cart, pretty much going for the cheapest components I could find. The only two components that I didn't skimp on were the drivetrain, as I went with SRAM SX Eagle, and the hydraulic brakes I went with Shimano. If you skipped out on those, you could actually get this bike for a little cheaper, probably closer to $1,300 for everything. But I'll throw a total price breakdown on the screen now so that you can kind of see how the cost was divvied up amongst all the items. The frame obviously being the biggest price. So if you're interested in building a bike like this, or you're on a budget, say $1,500, I highly recommend you subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be doing a long-term review on this full suspension carbon 29er, as well as all of the components individually that I purchased off AliExpress.